Hi, and welcome back to the BFE podcast. I'm super excited to bring you guys another episode. These episodes are going to be dropping every Monday, so follow along on this journey. Hit that subscribe button, the like button, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you guys are saying, some feedback and stuff. Today we got a super special guest. We got Contact Kyle on. He works with the boys over at Max Effort Muscle as well, and of course we got Dan the Man. Just a couple things to get through before we throw it over to Dan and then Kyle. But website coming along. My lady just hit me up and said that the shirts that we're getting done and koozies and a couple other things are almost done. So look forward to that. Website again's coming along. Again, I'm not super tech savvy, but I'm fucking trying.
We'll get it figured out.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting my best foot forward on that end. But other than that, yeah, if you guys want to follow along on this journey, hit that subscribe button. Golf content coming soon. It's just been a little slow, I would say, just because we do got the wedding in 2 weeks. Your boys, getting locked up. Actually, go check out his episode, The Bachelor Recap. Jack and Jacob's episode just dropped. Their weddings actually this weekend. So shout out to Reagan and Jack. I wish you guys nothing but the best. I love you both. And yeah.
Congrats.
All right, let's jump into it. Dan the Man, how was your day today?
Good. Just working, man.
Just working. Is
Making
that your
fun.
company shirt right there?
It is.
Yeah. Is that a schmedium? You look like you fill that bitch out.
It's a large, son.
Looking thick.
Hell yeah.
Thick. Today was a beautiful day out. Were you where
I was
were
on a
you
roof.
working?
We were in Mansfield,
Okay.
and we did like
that's a ways away.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was kind of a drive. I didn't really know we were even going out there. I rode out there with my manager, but we did a basically like a waterproofing, it's like a
Membrane.
just a coating. Yeah,
Oh,
you just
okay.
like coat something. It was like some dude's
On a
sunroom
flat
or
roof?
something. It could be on a flat roof. It can be on today we did like a metal roof,
Okay.
which it just had some leaks in it. You could tell it was old. It was probably like late 70s, early 80s kind of house.
Yeah, Dan does roofs now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that Daniel does roofs now. Daniel.
I'm doing
Daniel.
good too.
Yeah, are you? I'm proud of you, dude. It seems like you kind of like it,
Yeah.
or you fill into that role. It seems like, I don't know. I'm not to put you on blast or anything, but I probably wouldn't say you're like a laborer. You're definitely not like the guy that's like go
That's
pick up
a
that
weird
shovel
thing.
and like
That's
dig a
the weird
ditch.
thing is I would say the reason why I wasn't so good at those things, it wasn't even that I wasn't good at it. I just didn't want to fucking do it.
Is
You
it
know
like
what
an
I mean?
authority figure? Or
No,
is it more
it's just
you're
like-
too good for that.
I'm with him. You don't want to do things you don't like at all. Like,
Yeah.
If you dislike it,
I
any
just didn't
single
like
ounce,
it, you know?
Yeah.
you don't want to do it. Like,
And
I'm
not
the same
only
way.
that, but like my dad ran a jackhammer for years. We've already been over this. We
Yeah.
talked about this on the podcast. So it's like, dude, when you sit there and you see somebody who's been doing shit like that for like 20 years and you see what it does to them and shit like that, you're just like, fuck this. Like, I don't want to get caught in that life, you know? I'm sure
I get it.
it's
yeah.
just like,
Yeah, because eventually the money starts. You do start making.
you make
decent money.
really good money. My
Yeah.
dad makes really good
Yeah,
money.
that's what I'm saying. So
But is
you
it
can
worth,
get
is
stuck
it
in the
worth
trap.
hating what you do?
Exactly. That's
So-
my thing. I used to wake up and hate fucking doing that shit, man.
I wouldn't say I do. I'm in a different line of work, but I wouldn't say I hate what I do. But I'm not gonna lie. When I'm covered in dust, I'm covered like blowing black crap out my nose and
Sucks.
stuff. It's like, damn, do I really want to keep doing this? But the money that I'm making right now, the family that I have, the life that I have, this, that, and the other, you're just like, I could definitely, don't get me wrong, I could definitely go into sales. I
Yeah.
would, and I'll confidently say this. I'll knock on wood, whatever I need to. I would crush it in the fucking sales world. I've had way too many people come up to me. Even my realtor back in the day when I sold my house, she was like, "I'm so glad you're not a realtor." It took me back. I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "'Cause you would fucking tear this market up." And I'm like, my grandfather was the top salesman for a paper manufacturing company, not like The Office or something. Like, I'm talking like paper products. Like, you go into like a restroom and stuff like that, all that shit. Like, that dude was the number one salesman for like a lot of Ohio and like I think surrounding states and stuff. This dude just getting his little Schmalibu, the old Schmalibu, my first car, and just fucking go and just sell some paper products.
You had me
bro.
thinking he was Dwight Schrute for a second.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's where I get like a lot of my like talking, like able to talk to that wall right there or something. And
I feel like
again,
that's
the
why
reason I started
enjoy.
this.
That'll be
I
the next
enjoyed my
episode.
job.
Logan
Yeah,
talking,
talking
to,
to
a
the
wall.
wall. Come check it out.
Yeah, I feel like that's why I enjoy my job so much too. It's
Well,
like
you're like you're a higher up type of person. You're not the guy out there getting your hands dirty. You're more like,
I'm
hey,
project
you're-
manager.
Yeah, you're making sure things are moving along, which
Mhm.
there's always a point for that guy. And a lot of guys do resent that dude. But to be fair, like, someone's got to
That's
do
another
that
thing
shit.
I was gonna say is like if you get a job like the
Ooh,
job that
he's
I
cracking it.
like
Bush
the
latte.
job that I have, you kind of have a newfound respect for those kinds of people because you realize from the other side of the spectrum as far as somebody who's on like a time schedule who
Mhm.
needs this shit done in the next couple days, and if it's not, it's a fucking problem.
Well, it's a boot in your ass. If like, the cool thing about like running, because
Or
technically
the-
I run my own jobs. Like, I only have one guy working underneath me, and shout out to Jordan, new assistant that's kind of sticking with me and stuff like that.
How old is he?
He's 22.
Pretty
So yeah, he's pretty young.
He's almost
and-
our age though.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's got a lot to learn. He was underneath a lead that he wasn't old enough. Like, the dude was 21 and he was a lead. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm only 25, but I look like I'm 46. Like,
He's just a
but I've
hard
also-
worker.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's a hard worker.
Well,
necessarily.
he was highest up in the company. He's been there longer than anyone, and he pretty much had to step into that role. So I don't blame him, but he didn't teach him. Not in the correct way. He just didn't have time to teach him because he had to make sure the job was running. He had to
Yeah.
do all the work, this, that, and the other.
It's a hard fucking job, dude.
It really is,
And it's a lot of time management. If you're not good at time management,
Yeah.
you're not good at my job.
Yeah.
Like you will not. You can't. Like
Well,
I'm sorry.
and you that's just something you learn over time. But-
Yeah. And
All right. Enough with
Go ahead,
us.
yeah.
Enough with us. Let's
No,
jump
to-
into a
to-
little.
to piggyback off what he's saying. Like, if you waste time, like, which is what most of life is. Like,
Yeah.
you're just bad at life. Like,
Well, okay, let me hit you with this. Do you think life is a big game? I always reference chess. Life is like chess because you move pieces, and hey, you might move that piece and get fucked. You be like, I need to learn from that. You lose a pawn, something like that. But if you move like an important piece in your life, say you're moving to a different job, or you're bringing a kid into the world, or you're partnering up with someone, or you're getting married, exactly. You're doing something. You're actually moving an important piece. You want to make sure nothing's gonna whack that thing. You want to protect it. You want it, and I feel like throughout life and stuff like that, that's the hardest thing, maneuvering throughout life.
I want to say it's similar to chess. I don't know what game it would be similar to.
Checkers.
I
I'm
don't know,
kidding.
because if you think about it, you feel like you're beaten to the very end, versus like you're learning from mistakes and okay, I can like move.
So
back,
you're
like,
saying you think that, well, if I understand what you're saying correctly, you said you get punched in the face pretty much every move you make.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say completely. I would say,
pessimistic.
well, I mean, that just sounds like
No,
life is just
I mean,
kicking your ass. Because I know there are those special moments. I mean, you've had them. Like, I can think of a couple off my head that I've been with you, like, and just seen your face and just being like, dude, this dude's loving life. Like when we're out on the boat or something like that. I know, like, you're over there fucking sweet. Like, I mean, some of my best moments has been me. I can vividly remember it's me, my wife, and fucking Nick on his boat, and we're cruising. I mean, this is back in the day when me and Nick were hanging out like all the time. Shout out my boy, miss you, brother.
Yeah.
But I just look over at this dude. We're cruising. I'm just like, Nick, we made it. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, Nick, we're on a badass pontoon boat. We're listening to some badass music, some American shit in the background. I got my wife, beautiful wife. I got freaking one of my best friends. And we're just,
That's the
those
dream.
are the,
That's
dude,
the
it
dream.
really is. But what you just said, like, are you saying you've never had one of those moments, or maybe you need to,
Oh, no,
take
I've-
those moments in
I've had
more?
those moments. It's more so like I think chess is a little too aggressive because like
Mm.
there's moments you can like obviously you can take a step backwards, but I think it's more like checkers where like you can play around. Okay, you're waiting for that moment, or you're okay. I learned from this turn. Let's move
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I
Because
think it's a time trial.
a time
Yeah.
trial. What does that mean? There's definitely not enough time in the day. I will 100% agree with that.
Noted.
Especially even if you do waste like an hour or 2 hours a day scrolling on TikTok because it'll hit you with that thing. Be like, damn, I was on my phone a lot, and that's where like instead I'm trying to put more of my time and energy,
Like, holy fuck.
into starting a website or learning, getting on YouTube. Like I can't tell you how many times I just send the wife and the baby. They go upstairs to getting ready for bed and stuff. That's more time for me to work on my business or work on the podcast or editing, start doing all that. And that kind of leads right into you, like Content Kyle. Where did that name and stuff come from?
Oh, that's a story. So it all starts actually with Watkins football.
Really?
Yes. So I played.
Shout out
I wouldn't even.
Watkins.
Yeah, shout out Watkins. I wouldn't even say I played. I was on the junior varsity watching you play.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
then
I
happens to the best
appreciate you.
of us.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate
that's
you.
where like I knew I was one of those people that wasn't important to the team. I wouldn't say important.
No, that's not true. Don't ever say that
everybody
because
has, everybody has a role.
they do. Even if you're like a scout squad or something going against, because I'm not gonna lie, back in the day, I didn't start all the time.
No.
Like when I hit, I think 8th grade year, they didn't put me in. Like they were like, we can't use you. So you know what I did? Anytime I would go against someone, I would ragdoll their shit. Like I would fuck shit up. So they're like, why can't anyone stop Logan? And it's like, it's because, bitch, I should be on the other side. Like, because you as a key role on a JV or on a scout squad or something like that, your job is to try and get that starter at the best as he could be she could be or whatever. And it doesn't even have to be in football. It could be in any sport.
But what I also think is like, what you kind of lacked was a tenacity to play the sport, which isn't big on you.
I get
you're
that
a good
now.
kid, like you're a sweet,
Hold
loving
on.
kid.
That's
which
tough
is
talk
okay.
coming.
First
That's
year.
tough talk coming
fuck
from
out of here,
from
okay?
Dan the man.
No, shut the fuck up. Everybody knew.
I will roast this dude.
I'm
Get
with
the
you.
fuck out of here.
That was my first year of football.
Which
ever.
one? Junior year?
No, my sophomore
Sophomore?
year.
Or
Okay.
junior
But
year.
that no, it was sophomore.
We would have been junior.
it was
No,
all
yeah.
That's a tough
No.
squad to come in on. We went
Or no,
9 and
no.
we went 9-2 that year. That was
Wait,
nuts.
What year
So
did you
sweet.
graduate?
16.
I graduated 18, so it would have been
Oh,
my.
two?
You were.
So you were 2 years
freshman.
below us.
Was it my freshman? No, I don't know.
So we probably were seniors. You were probably a sophomore.
Yes.
That's when we could
But
have
that
met
was
up.
my first year of football because
I'm
my
not letting
mom
this go.
was scared of me getting concussions.
Then I will flame you. Oh, she was what?
What?
Scared of me getting concussions.
Well, that's true. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. I side with your mom because I do have a son he's not me. And it took a long time to understand that because I was the type of kid that's like, I will fuck you up. I will throw my entire body into you. And I'm not going to lie. If I saw a Rylan or you across from me, I'm like, my father's in the stands. My coaches are watching me. I am so sorry. I am laying you the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
And the only reason I don't want my kid doing that or something is because of that. Because in football, to be safe, you have to lay the smack
You
down.
have to
You have to
fucking
do
have
it.
some
Because if
screws
you're
loose, dude.
taking all the fucking hits,
You're gonna
you
get
will get
fucking
fucked
hurt.
up,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
You're gonna get fucking hurt.
But
And that was always my advice to first year kids. Like they would come in and play, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna sit here and say that I was an all-star or
Yeah.
anything like that. But I fucking played hard. I don't care
Yeah,
because I
100%.
grew up playing football.
Oh,
But
damn.
first year
Yeah,
kids would
100%.
come in and I would let them know, like at some point I would just pull them aside, like, look, or you would watch them play and they would brace for hits, and I'm
Yeah.
like, dog, don't do that. I'm like, you will get fucking hurt.
Yeah,
I'm like,
bracing
you
for
cannot,
a hit.
you cannot play
Clam
that
up and
fucking
stuff,
sport and not fucking run. You have to be the one that runs at the danger,
So
bro.
there
Like,
is
straight up.
there is a caveat to that, and it's a small one. And you can choose positions to where you're still a key player, but you take minimal damage. So special teams, big time. Like you could have gone
Oh,
into
bullshit.
kicking.
No,
Like
kick return,
Kick
punt
return?
return.
whoa, I'm not talking about the blockers and stuff. I'm talking about the guy that snaps the ball, the guy that fucking holds
long
the ball, the
snapper,
guy that like
punter.
There's
in
key- yeah,
key
there's key
points,
positions.
like
Yeah, that
that you
makes
can do
sense.
that. But also you have to be, if you're not the biggest hitter, you're not the strongest guy out there, you're not the biggest guy out there, your football IQ has to be on another
You
level.
have to
yeah.
understand the
To
game.
where, and I was like this, like he said on the last podcast, I wasn't the fastest guy. I was pretty aggressive. I fucking would get up in there and tear shit up. But I had to know that if I'm lining up against a guy that I know is way faster than me, I better be in my back step a couple more steps or understand where the ball might come and then be in that position. So your football IQ definitely had to be on a different level if
especially in the
you
secondary.
weren't that big dude.
The positions
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
played were the hardest. In football. Between that and quarterback.
They do say what are the I think I might be talking completely out of my
I think I
ass
know
here.
what you're gonna say, but go
I think
ahead.
the 3 highest paid positions on a football team, quarterback, is it which one does the
I think
blind
it-
side?
I-
What's the blind
Left
side?
tackle.
Left tackle
safety?
and then cornerback.
Well,
I think it's cornerback.
Well, left tackle or right tackle, depending on.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. So those
'Cause
guys,
if you have a lefty, it's right.
because
tackle.
you're the guy blocking the quarterback's
Yeah.
blind side, and then of course the quarterback, and then I would put it out there saying like a corner 1-on-1.
Oh yeah.
Dude, could you the feeling you get when the ball dude, it's
Yeah.
indescribable. But the worst
It's
feeling
weird.
is when the guy's in front of you and you're just trailing behind and fucking.
Oh yeah, when you're beat,
Oh
when you're
man,
beat, it's bad.
it's the worst feeling in the world.
but when
bro.
you're right on top of him, you jump first, and
That's what.
Oh, yeah,
dude,
an
I liked.
interception's
That's what I
so
liked about
nice. I
free
love
safety, though, is that like, if
free
the ball.
safeties like that's cake.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I got news for you. You first of all, you have one of the hardest tackles to make in football, an open
One-
field tackle.
so
Every
does-
tackle,
so
if
do
it's,
corners.
If it's bullshit.
Are you?
If
It's the same
one-on-one,
thing.
if
And
it's
you don't even
one-on-one-
have a guy guarding you, so don't even start with me.
Bro,
A safety?
outta here.
Are you fucking kidding
it's
me?
the quarterback
A free
of the defense.
safety?
Quarterback
Exactly.
Of the defense.
I'm not knocking it. Shout out Cam Johnny. Go check his episode out. He was our free safety.
great.
Nasty dude.
He was good.
But he would probably even say it. Like he just had a little more freedom. He had a little more like
Well, yeah.
you have the
You
freedom,
don't
but
have
you
to
also
worry
have to
about
be,
blockers. You don't have to
But
worry
you
about
also
any
have
of
to be
that
the
shit.
quarterback of the defense.
Oh yeah. Well,
And not
the
only that-
linebacker, the middle linebacker technically is the quarterback of the defense because he's putting everything in like your line, those guys. Would you say there's 2 quarterbacks on the defense?
I think
Because
it.
I played
because
middle linebacker.
I'll put it this way. It depends on who you have trust in. Like honestly,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the system that you run. Like because you'll see, like if you have fucking Brian Urlacher out there with a rookie free safety, Brian Urlacher's calling the fucking
Yeah,
defense. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like
Yeah.
it's just sometimes that's how it goes. But it just depends on your personnel.
Well, I mean, we technically wouldn't call the defense. Coach Meade would call the defense, but Cam would
That
be like,
motherfucker.
he would line up
I
in a
know.
situation where he could see players and be like, that dude's good as shit. So let's
Yeah.
stack more to his side. He had that freedom, and that's why this dude was a fucking ball hawk. He was like all state for one of the most interceptions. Like I wouldn't say, I don't know about in Ohio, but he was up there. Like he fucking
Yeah,
was a
no, he
little
was
ball
definitely
hawk.
good.
Yeah. Made yeah.
He was my least favorite coach, but I'm thankful that
Who,
I
Coach
had
Meade?
him. Yes.
Oh, dude, Coach Meade.
Dude, I love
Bro,
that dude.
that dude used to put me on fucking speaking probation. He'd be like, Morrison,
I'm glad
you're
I
done
had
talking,
Meade.
dude. You're fucking done. And I'm sitting there like, damn, I'm just talking. I still fulfilled all my roles.
He's
I'm just
funny,
a
man.
If
fucking
you're messing
talker.
around, he's fucking.
But the
easy on
thing
that
is,
shit.
he's the type of dude that sometimes I couldn't fucking read this dude. Because he'd be like, Morrison, you're on speaking probations. And I'm over here just not speaking. He'd come up and start bullshitting with me. I'm like, damn, am I allowed to fucking talk right now? Or is he just fucking
He's like
fine.
trying to
digging
catch
with
you.
me? Yeah,
trying to
he's
catch-
like, I'm like, damn.
Just
Dude,
digging with
The second
he
you
was a
talk,
fun
you're
dude,
fucking
though.
done.
Oh, he was a fun guy.
Dude,
though.
he was
Good
a
coach.
fucking corny motherfucker too. You remember that? You remember that game we were at? We were at Heath, and it was.
I got
pouring
a
down rain.
huge kickoff return, or no,
That was
interception.
Different. That was different.
Do you
That
know
was
what
a
I'm talking
different-
about?
Yeah, I do
Oh,
remember
that shit was
Nathan
so lit.
Fucking murdered that kid.
Murdered a guy. All right, hold on. You gotta let me tell
That
it,
was
bro.
so funny, dude.
So we're playing Heath. We ended up. I think we beat them. But
barely, they were pretty good.
they
that
were.
year.
Yeah, they were
Was that
pretty
were
good. that
bad.
year.
They had a
year?
few good players
Was that
that
your
year.
junior year?
No, I do believe.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
It had to have been
Because they were trying to get in the playoffs, right?
I don't know, but so I'm in
I
a
have
dude
no clue.
deep ball.
They didn't win that fucking game. I don't know.
Deep fucking ball. Both me and Cameron. I'm talking. They were probably on the 40-yard line. Deep ball goes out. I'm actually beating my guy. So I'm like he's sprinting. I'm like over
an
here.
interception.
Cameron was even over in that area guarding a dude too. And I think he wanted to throw to Cameron's guy. Cameron tips the ball. I'm in our fucking end zone. I catch his ball. I am sprinting back 70 yards. 70 yards, hit 70.
Did you score?
No.
I didn't think so.
So 70 yards, it starts getting a mosh pit over here. I'm probably not going to fucking score. I would have had to kick it back, go over. But the thing I remember, there's a dude just ready to blow my shit up. I see a fucking blur come out of the right-hand side. fucking Nathan, number 51.
Oh boy.
I mean, this is a big boy.
Miller?
Just
Dude,
murders. I'm talking murders this
Yee.
kid. And
Dude,
I
he
at
lit
least
him
get
up.
another 10 yards from it. I think we hit like 80 yards. I think they had 20 yards to go. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe
I think we
25,
ended
something
up
like
he,
that.
scoring.
he can pancake for sure.
Dude, I was so out of breath.
it wasn't
I-
even
and I'm-
that per se. It was that kid had no,
Oh, yeah, no idea,
clue.
especially if
No
Nathan's
clue
coming
he
up.
existed.
Logan was-
I mean,
or
it
that
was.
Nathan was
I
coming.
can vividly play it over my head. Like those again, kind of bringing it
Dude.
full circle. Those are those moments where you're just like, "Damn, that was cool. That was
Dude.
fucking cool."
I tell you what, the hardest I've ever seen anybody get fucking absolutely wrecked was Licking Valley our junior year when Brett hit that kid on the fucking sideline. And I swear to God, because Brett, a lot
I
of
have
people
a
don't know,
similar
Brett
story.
Copeland,
He's a little dude.
he's a little
but-
dude, but oh my
He
God.
will lay the
Yeah,
wood on
that's
you,
one thing I
motherfucker.
fucking love Brett. I'll
We
beat
got to
your
get
ass.
him on.
But, nah.
Yeah, you
He's a
should
good
reach out.
dude.
You should get that
I
set
will.
up. That'd be fucking
But,
wicked.
but yeah,
Talk some more
dude, he
football
came,
stories.
it was punt return, and I
Mhm.
think Bobby was returning. And Brett fucking came. I saw it coming the whole way because you knew,
Well-
like you knew the whole time, because that's the way it was set up. We
Yeah, I was
set
about
up,
to say,
we
they
set
set
up our
up-
punt
it's called
return
the
in the
wall.
most fucked up way.
It's called the wall, bro. You would catch the
We
ball.
probably injured more kids on that play than any other play.
Dude, it was gnarly.
But anyway-
shout out Coach Cook. He was
Yeah.
our special teams, and we were good.
Dude, you know he's
Like
like,
our
a legendary
I-
Ohio high school coach.
Yeah, I mean,
I
we
did not know that.
we got
Yeah, 'cause he's
lucky.
in
Like,
he's in the Ohio High School Hall of Fame. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure.
I mean, this
coaches.
dude.
He won the LCL like 8 years.
Yeah, he's a
It
beast.
was crazy. But anyway, Brett fucking murdered this kid. Like, hit him. He still has the clip. It's fucking hilarious because we talk about it all the time. We laugh
I'll
about
have
it.
to
Yeah.
see this.
He hit this fucking kid.
I wish we
This
could.
kid was
pull it up.
definitely had a concussion. And
Yeah.
he like stood up.
And concussions aren't anything funny
No,
or anything
no,
like
they're
that.
not
But
funny,
I'm not
but-
gonna lie. When you're playing football, you step
Fuck
onto
'em.
that field.
Fuck him.
You
That's the
know
way I
the risk
feel.
you're taking.
Oh yeah,
so,
you definitely do.
I'm looking
Yeah.
to knock your fucking socks off, buddy.
Yeah.
But anyway, kid fucking gets up. Dude, I shit you not. It sounds like a cartoon, but Brett fucking hits this kid. He started walking towards our sideline. Like,
Oh,
didn't know where he was.
shit.
And Coach Sev was like, turned him around and like slapped him on the ass. And was
Hey,
like, yeah.
over there, buddy.
Send you on your way.
Over there, buddy.
Dude, like, he was definitely like, you could tell. It was like, he got smacked. He probably didn't even know what the fuck happened. Like,
Yeah.
he hit the ground and got up.
Black
was
and
like,
gold turn
whoa,
into
just
red and
like,
blue.
Oh, dude.
It was bad, dude. It was bad.
And on that, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna jump back into why Dan the Man has some funny football stories. We'll be
I
right
do
back.
have some funny ones.
We're back. All right, all the mics and everything's working good. I just try and want to get you guys the best content possible. We don't have a producer just yet, but hey, you never know. One day we might get there. So if you're liking this stuff, hit the subscribe button, follow along on this journey. But we're gonna jump back into some funny football stories. So yeah, let me lay it out for you. So Dan the Man, he was on the. You might have been injured because. No, I don't think you were injured.
I've
'cause
had a
I feel
couple
like,
concussions.
Okay. Have you ever had any big injuries?
I pulled a hip flexor one time. That was pretty bad.
Okay. So I don't know if you were fully suited up or not, but I do remember this. Now I'm pretty sure we were whooping the shit out of this team. So
Was it
it's not
Briggs?
that big of a deal, but I don't know. But also I remember vividly, you have your cell phone with you.
No
See,
way.
Yes.
No way.
Oh
No,
my
you
God.
would. You
No
would.
Yes,
chance.
You
thank
would.
No
you.
chance.
Thank you.
You
No
would.
chance.
So this
No
dude
chance.
is arguing with his girlfriend or whatever
No
they are.
chance.
And I shit you not, either full football gear or just pants and his jersey or
No,
whatever.
I think I remember. I don't
this
remember
dude
this moment.
walks off the field, says "fuck it," and I don't know where you went, but you did
There's
not
no
come
way.
back.
I do not remember
There
that.
is
I do
multiple
remember a
witnesses.
time where
Dude, I'm telling you.
I do remember a time he was injured, but he wasn't in full gear. It was just, hey, he showed up to the games, was in his jersey, sweatpants, whatever it may be. I do remember that, at least.
Dude,
I
it
do
was
not
the
remember doing
funniest because.
I
Like
do
said,
remember.
I think we were blowing this team out. So, starters was chilling on the sideline. And I swear you were over there dicking around with us, and then you fucking just dipped. Like, you were mad, too. Like, I don't know who was on the phone with you.
I,
You were pissed.
I do remember. Do you remember that day in practice?
Oh.
We were doing the Indian runs.
Oh, dude.
And
Me and Dan almost
we're-
fucking squared
yeah.
off, dude.
Dude.
It was...
I had nothing to do with it. We're fucking sitting there. We're running. Wesley fucking.
Explain an Indian run.
An Indian run is when everybody gets in a row. Well, you split it into like, there's fucking like 50 people on our football team. But you split it into like 10 groups of 5. And then everybody runs around the field. And then when they blow the whistle, the guy in the back has to run to the front.
I don't think it was like 10 groups of 5. It was more like 5 groups of 10. 'Cause
Maybe.
it was a long line.
Maybe,
that you had to run
yeah.
up
But the last guy has to run all the way to the front.
And then that guy can't start until the other dude hit the front.
Yeah, exactly. And but anyway, we're doing that. And from my perspective, we're doing the Indian runs. It sucks. Everybody doesn't want to fucking be there. It sucks.
Oh, it's bullshit.
They
It's
suck,
hotter
dude.
than
It's 110
tits.
degrees on this turf, dude. Everybody's pissed off. Whatever. We're fucking running our dicks off. And next thing I know, Logan eats shit.
Ate shit.
Eats shit. Like head over his
Oh,
or his
dude.
fucking feet over his head almost.
Yeah.
Like trips and falls. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I like jump over him.
Mm-hmm.
Logan grabs my foot. And I fucking eat shit. So I stand up and we grabbed each other by the face mask. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, you're a fucking dickhead. You just tripped me. And I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about? Meanwhile, Wesley.
I want to
Brandon-
say it was fucking Cameron.
No, it was Wesley. I
Was
remember
it?
because
That
Wesley
punk.
was crying laughing because
Oh,
I was
dude.
like,
So he tripped the fuck out of me.
yes.
Like, I mean,
and then it looked like
boom.
I did it.
So I think it was you. Then it had to have been
It was you-
Wesley, me.
No, it was
because
you-
Wesley
it was
tripped
you,
me,
Wesley,
stepped
me.
out, and then you were like right there.
Yeah,
so I'm
I was
like
right behind him.
Like
Yeah.
it's pretty much someone slaps you in the back of the head. What do? You turn around.
Yeah.
But what if it was the dude next to you slapped you in the back of the head, and they're just like, it's that dude's problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of one of those things that happened. But
It was hilarious. We started laughing about
We
it.
did have some people on the team that would try to hit you, move over 5 people, and try to hide it.
listen, when you're on the sidelines and you're just waiting for maybe your turn or
Anything
maybe,
goes.
dude, it's chaos.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
It's chaos. You
Dude,
have
Nick
50
Worstel-
dudes running around.
Nick
Nick
Worstel
is-
has
oh,
the
yeah.
wildest antics on the fucking
yes, he
sideline,
does.
dude. I can say this now because we were out of high school.
Didn't he
dude.
have an iPad at one point?
Dude, you know how many times that dude used to pull his nuts out during practice? And like, dude, I swear to God. Dude,
What?
Ask him about it, dude. Dude, the funniest shit.
Yeah,
like,
he-
Coach Sev would be sitting there, like, giving a play or something, and Nick would walk up behind him and, like,
I
air
have a
hump
mem-
him and shit.
I have a memory of
Dude,
this actually.
like, wild shit. You remember when he pantsed Brandon
No. Boyd?
Boyd?
No.
Dude, like, pantsed him like dick in the wind. And Coach Cook was
Like a flag.
dude, Coach Cook was like, hey! He was like, and Nick like tried to hide. He was like, I saw that, Worstel. He
Oh,
was like,
dude.
start running. And
Oh,
fucking Nick
dude.
started running.
Like, dude,
oh, dude,
okay,
it was
but
so
again,
bad.
Okay. We used to do these camp days, and what you would do is
Dude,
you
we
would
fucked
go
you
to a
up that one time.
college.
You remember that?
All the boys,
Mesquite.
huh?
Mus-
We
most-
fucked you up that one
mostly
day. You
Mesquite.
remember
Are you
that,
talking
dude?
about? That's what I was
When
going
we
to say
put
about this.
Gold Bond and all that shit in your hat?
Okay, dude. So, yeah,
You
I'm
were
gonna-
known for being
oh,
a spaz. Logan was known for being a spazzy
I grew
ass
up
kid.
in a very strict family. Like,
yeah, he was a
me
uptight
and Wes
kid.
always roomed together. Like,
Tightly
he was my
wound.
boy. Like, and I think I was just pissed off that he let it happen. And he even said, he was like, "Damn, I'm sorry, man. Like, I should. That
Dude,
was
it
too
was
far."
funny.
It was hilarious. Looking back on it, was fucking hilarious. But I almost broke that fucking door. That was the issue.
Okay, look. Let me explain it from my point.
Yeah,
of
go
view.
ahead. Yeah.
So Logan was doing something. I think you were like taking a shit or you were taking a shower.
Yeah,
Something. He was
something.
in the bathroom
Yeah.
for something. And there's like 15 of us in there.
In
And
our-
we're all just kicking it in between practices or whatever.
It was cool as fuck.
And yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
And well, somebody like was like put a chair in front of the door, and then the next person was like put their chair in front of the door.
And then a couch!
dude. We had furniture. I'm not shitting you. From one side, like
All the way
through
to the
door
wall.
to the
Oh my
wall.
God.
So
No,
he couldn't.
I could open the door this
Yeah,
much.
like
so
that
I'd be
much.
like,
Dude,
"Motherfucker."
Logan's like fucking yelling and banging into
Oh,
shit.
dude, like
And
trying
then
to break
while
some shit.
he's like fucking around in the bathroom trying to figure out how to get out, somebody, I don't know, I really can't remember who it was.
I
dude.
think it was
Somebody-
Caleb Goad.
Dude, somebody unscrewed
Goad.
like an
Surprised me a
entire
little bit.
bottle
Of
of Gold
Gold
Bond
Bond.
and dumped it in
In
his
my bucket
fucking-
hat.
In his bucket hat.
Yeah.
So Logan's like already mad. He gets out like, that's fucked up, guys. Blah, blah, blah. He's all mad, dude. He takes his bucket hat because it's like time to go to practice. It's just like, dude, it
Oh,
was just
dude.
like,
It- I
like-
was pissed.
Oh, dude, he
I was
lost
so pissed.
it.
But all in all, like looking back on it, fucking hilarious
Yeah, dude, it
story.
was a good time.
In the moment, I probably wanted to fucking murder someone, but
It was like
Looking back
was
on it,
like
it's a
kick in the
hilarious
dick.
story.
It was like a
But
kick
Those
in
are
the
the
dick.
those are the stories you remember.
Oh,
forever.
dude, 100%.
Forever.
And I don't hold any grudges or anything like that. That's
I don't
just
think
again
anybody
boys
does.
being
Kids.
boys.
I don't
Yeah.
think anybody does with those.
We're just
Yeah.
kids.
Maybe
I
they
know
hate it
some
in the
people
moment.
do. Some people can't move on from that shit.
Yeah,
Some
really.
people
Like,
are
if
just
they
like,
find it
wow,
embarrassing
well,
or-
hold on, because like I said, there are for some reason Wesley in my room was like the room everyone gathered at. Because someone brought a speaker, Wesley was pretty good about curating
So
a
whoever had the
playlist.
most snacks, and
Exactly,
speakers and stuff,
exactly.
and we'd all kick it or whatever.
So we're in there, and I feel like this is where people can get hung up. Like I was mad, but I was more disappointed in Wes because he let me down. Like I trusted, like we're roommates, bro. Look out for my shit. Like I think I wasn't mad about the door shit because that's hilarious. I was more mad about the fucking hat.
Dude,
like
that
I was
was-
like, mother. You
Dude,
guys see, I'm
'cause it
always
was
wearing
like a-
hats. Speaking of hats, we're getting ready to drop a whole collection of hats. Stay tuned for
Those would be
that.
some
It's all
cool
coming
ones. How many?
soon. Yeah,
We'll collaborate
I
on
think
that.
like 6 of them.
I wanna put my-
6 different
have you
designs,
already made up on
stuff
them?
like that. What's that?
Have you already made up the design on all of them?
Well, well, technically, I'm getting different models of hats, so it's not
Yeah,
all
like
going to be
different
like
styles,
these. Like how
brands.
this is like a flat brim. Like
Are you gonna
there's
get
definitely
different colors and shit?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll hit you with everything.
let me
Yeah.
know, 'cause
So
I
I'm
have
at the
some
snag
input
me
on
one.
that.
oh hell yeah, I appreciate. Oh, and like I said,
Dude,
if you
get-
guys want to support, check out some BFE gear.
We'll make one up.
Yeah.
Give it to Corey. We'll give one to Corey.
Oh yeah, that'd be
You know?
cool. Wait. So what were we just talking about?
The gold bond and the hat
Yes.
thing.
Oh yeah.
How you're
so
disappointed in
well,
Wesley.
okay. So
And how people get hung up on that
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. So some people can because there is a room full of 15 dudes, and then what if I was like, damn, what if these guys hate me? Like, what if they
Took it too
tease?
personal.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
if you like took it to heart? Now that's where if you did, someone like I would say Alex or Wes, they'd step in and be like, dude, you know we were just busting your balls.
Yeah.
But if someone doesn't do that and they just let you stew on that shit, you can. There's a deep hole and it just
Oh,
keeps
yeah, you
going
just
down.
keep
I'll tell you
You just
this
keep-
much:
fuck.
in that same football camp, me and Terriel actually almost got into a fist
my
fight
God.
in our fucking dorm.
I remember
I didn't
that.
tell anybody.
We went to
about this.
3 different camps. So we went to Denison.
Whichever one had the
We went to-
conjoined rooms. Remember they had
That was the best one. We
Yeah.
went to Dominican,
In Mesquite.
and I didn't go to.
I didn't
Muskego.
get
Yes,
on
you
the
did.
Muskingum.
No,
either. No, that
Well,
place
you had to because
fucking
No.
sucked.
You had to because I was there.
You might
Well,
have
you
been
could
like
have.
a
They.
senior
I know
or
that. Yeah,
something.
I know they went back to Muskego. I never went to Muskego because it was
Neither did I.
Denison. It was
you
Ohio
ODU.
Dominican, huh?
ODU.
ODU, and then
I think Denison again.
How'd you
or
not-
ODU twice. I
how'd
think we
you
went to
not go?
ODU
'Cause
twice. Because remember, we went one year when we were sophomores. We went to ODU because Corbin Lindaberry was there
Mm-hmm.
and Isaac, what's his fuck?
You had to go to Mesquite your senior year
Kyle Hickens' best friend.
because I was a sophomore
Did
and we went to
we-
Mesquite.
we might have.
I didn't
can't.
go
I
to
can't
Muskingum.
remember. I
I
can't
didn't
remember
go to
the last
Muskingum.
college. I know
That
there
might
was
have
3
been-
different
it was
ones.
that might have
Muskingum
been
or your
our
senior year.
freshman year, and I don't think any of us really went to that.
No, I would definitely would have gone. I would have gone to everything.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I don't
Because
remember.
I,
I don't
was
think-
so dedicated to football, and like our group was too. Coach Sev got pissed off at the seniors because we were sophomores out there practicing before practice. Like he huddles everyone up and he's like, "Boys, why the fuck are sophomores out here practicing before my starting varsity seniors?" Like we were like me, Wes, Cameron, Bobby, Alex, Rex. There's probably a couple other people I'm missing out.
The
Well, we were
guys.
out there. We were out there, Corey. Like we were out there fucking throwing balls. We were catching. We were
You know what
practicing
I
shit.
just-
Practicing like because we wanted to be fucking good. Like
Oh, yeah.
we because I'm
You
not
guys-
gonna lie,
you
my
guys had
brother's
chemistry.
class. Oh, we definitely
You guys all had chemistry.
my brother's class.
Dude, we've been
Stud
playing
athletes.
football
There were so
together
many
since
stud
we
athletes
were-
on that.
We've all
It
been
was
playing
crazy.
football
Here,
together
do you
since
need?
we were
Yeah, I was
like.
gonna say,
ashtray?
if you-
Go
would you
ahead,
mind?
take that 66, flip it upside down. You're good to go with that. Yeah, because in order to compete, because at that point I was Hunter's backup. My sophomore year was Hunter's backup. Every once in a while I would get in because he played offense and defense. So sophomore year, that's how I got to play against Joe Burrow. Shout out Joe Burrow. But
Dude, he destroyed
they
Watkins.
destroyed us. But I can still say, hey, 5-yard out. Hit the. He had 2, pretty much the Miles boys. He had that.
I think I went in for that game for a knee.
Well,
We got fucking mopped.
yeah, blown apart.
And
but,
I was a freshman.
But
so.
the cool thing is,
Or
like,
a
I can say,
sophomore.
like, hey, I got to tackle a guy that fucking.
Shook his hand too.
Oh yeah, at the end,
Yeah.
but no, I mean that dude literally.
I
went to the
always
Super
think
Bowl.
about that. I'm like, that's wild.
That's insane.
And he's like
that's
one of the
cool.
best quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Oh yeah.
He's
Crazy.
a stud.
But like I was saying, yeah, those were a lot of fun.
Yeah,
But,
football
What,
camps
what year was
kinda-
that?
What that we played them?
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
Sophomore year.
Yeah, our
so
sophomore year.
2014.
And then,
Yeah.
dude, you remember how shitty it was the next day? We came back for the JV game, and we were kicking the living shit
out
of
them,
them.
and then it got canceled.
Yeah,
It
it
got
got canceled. It was
canceled.
21-0 in
Yeah.
like the first quarter, and it got
Yeah.
canceled.
Well, I don't know. First off, we shouldn't have been driving an hour and a half away to play fucking Athens.
JV.
Are you fucking
What the
kidding
fuck?
me? Like what? But I mean, we played Canadians too. They came
Yeah.
down, the Canucks.
And
Shout out the Canadians.
kicked the
Do you see
shit
what's
out of
happening
them,
over
too.
there? I know. Hopefully, you guys are following along and they're kind of bouncing around everywhere. We'll
Yeah.
kind of bring it home, and then we'll get to some of this on the list. But
Yeah.
did you guys see what's happening in fucking
Yeah, I did.
Canada
It's
right
sad,
now?
man.
Yeah,
it
the
sucks.
fires.
Yeah,
That's
it's sad.
Have
wild.
you seen,
I mean,
did you see the videos and pictures in New York?
Yeah, it's wild.
oh, how like the
They've
air
been
quality?
canceling.
Dude,
Dude,
it's
they've been
literally
canceling
orange
games
there.
and shit.
Orange
Like,
there. They had to cancel the Yankees game.
Well, have you ever seen
Probably the
Canada?
Mets,
It's
too.
literally all woods.
Oh,
like
yeah.
fucking, and the trees grow like this far apart from each other.
I'm not
It's-
going to get into conspiracies, but it was at least over 50% humidity when these fires started, which that usually does not happen.
Oh, it could have definitely been like an arson. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
or
what
just
I
some little
dude.
kid
Shout
got
out to the
fucking-
fucking fire department. Shout out to those guys. How the fuck are you just gonna walk into a house? I mean, maybe it is pretty easy to see. I don't know. I wouldn't think because everything
I think
is just
that's
black.
I
Like
think that's the easiest part of their job.
to find where the fire started.
No.
That's what I was gonna
I
say.
mean, like fighting fires, dude. Because think about all the other shit that they have
I
to
feel like-
deal with, dude.
What other shit do they have to deal with?
Dead bodies, dead little kids, burn up kids.
Whoa!
in pools.
Well, no, okay. I'm
saying,
I'm not saying
bruh.
that, but I that's a
putting the
very
sticker
hard
on the
thing to
table.
do. Is fight fires? I feel like you know what I mean. I mean that's a very dangerous. I was.
Next week, getting that tattooed on me.
Okay.
Are you?
Just to get
What?
back to it. So 12 to
fuck
13,
was that?
Athens 62 to 54 versus Watkins with Joe Burrow. So we had him that close that year.
It was what?
It was.
Yeah, we almost beat him the year before. I think
It was
his-
62 to 54. We lost.
Oh wow.
But,
Yeah, I think it
but-
was
Watkins
his-
Watkins was pretty good back then.
But
That's what
13 to
everybody was
14.
13 to what?
No, year 13 to 14, 53 to 3.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we got
Shit.
smoked.
Yeah.
I remember because,
I believe he had 5 touchdowns.
remember I think Corey kicked that fucking field goal because Jared was all mad because
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
it
do
was his
believe so.
senior year and he used to get pissed because they would let Corey kick field goals and he's like, "It's my fucking senior year and you guys aren't letting me fucking kick, dude." It's like, buddy,
He's a
you-
better kicker.
Yeah, like so.
Don't get me wrong. That Jared was good.
Yeah,
too.
Jared was a good kicker.
too. But Corey was just he was good.
Corey was also dedicated to the art of kicking. Jared didn't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
He
He,
played
played,
soccer,
soccer,
yeah.
and then would practice with us for 30 minutes. Corey didn't give a fuck. He gave up on soccer to play football.
Yeah.
And Corey was a good soccer
Corey-
player too.
Well, good kicker.
He was a good soccer player
Good.
though.
Oh, I didn't even ever watch him play soccer, so I can't.
Just from what I've heard, I guess. Yeah.
I'd love to get Corey on. Corey, if you're listening to this, I'd love to get you on.
D1 athlete.
He is. Okay, so let's jump back into. I'm trying to bring it back.
No, yeah.
I know we went on a couple different tangents. Wrapping it up, we back. Firefighters, thank you so much for all you do. Shout out to everyone in Canada. Hopefully, you guys
Are safe.
can wrap that up. Everyone being safe. I'm so sorry for if anyone lost anyone or anything like that. But let's get back to content, Kyle. So I know it kind of went on a weird tangent.
No, it
but
started with football because
Yeah.
that's where I wasn't really a key player. I knew that going into my junior year because I
Okay.
was going to go to CTEC. I'm like, hey, this probably isn't for me. Told Coach Sev, hey, I'm probably going to be leaving because I liked the gym more than I did the football at the time. I was like,
Were you
okay.
talking about lifting and stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
So that's where I was more into the gym than I was into actual football. Coming back around, I fucking love football.
Yeah.
Past it, I wish I could have started when I was like 5 years old.
That's
Um,
yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which that's where it was a detriment starting late, but it is what it is, and it's a part of me. But
Yeah, but at least you experienced.
I experienced.
So that's
yes.
what's fucking cool.
And so started
Football's
with
the
football.
best.
I told Coach Sev, hey, I'm gonna just start lifting. That's what I want to do. He's like, oh, you're a key part of this team. I'm like, just save it. Not to be rude, but I understood where I was
Yeah.
and what I meant to the team. So I just started lifting due to a person named Sam Smith, funny enough. And then from there, I noticed that there was a crew at this gym, old school gym, that would come in at 4 a.m. but started at 5. but they would come in at 4 a.m. and I was like, this is interesting. So then I was like, hey, who are these people? And told me who they were, and I was like, okay.
There were some studs going there.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
and that's where
Dustin, and Corey.
Well,
Yeah.
Ohio State football players
Oh,
too
yeah.
were going there.
Yeah.
Beanie Wells.
Mhm.
Who else? What's his name?
A couple
He's
Ohio
very
State
silent.
wrestlers.
That fucking
He's
gym.
very
Ohio
si-
State wrestlers were
Who's
going
the
there.
firefighter that's a football player? He's on top. He's on tip of my tongue.
Mhm.
He's a very silent dude.
Firefighter that plays football for who? Ohio State?
Yeah, he played for Ohio State. He's now a firefighter.
I have no clue.
I'd have to think about it.
What
Heron.
position do you play?
He played running back. It was right before Boom Heron. It was Beanie. Boom.
Jordan Hall?
No.
I was going to say,
It's on tip
Keckstand
my-
Sports coming
It's on tip of
soon.
my tongue, but basically, there's
Yeah,
a
for real.
lot of studs that have been through old school gyms still go there.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking
But
gym
I
was
sort-
the shit, dude.
What gym?
Old school gym?
Okay.
yeah.
Yes,
I'm talking about
I
the
liked
people
old
that
school.
filled it.
The only thing I didn't fuck with old school is like the old school. Like I'm definitely I do like a
I like
gross
that shit,
job.
dude.
I do like a gross job, so I like clean equipment and stuff
During,
like that.
during the winter,
There-
it's okay, but during the summer, it was definitely hot.
Oh,
as
dude,
fuck.
you get in there and don't get me wrong, I was there a lot because they even had like a cool wrestling room we go back into. It's fucking cool. Good gym, whatever. And Arnold even went there. Like,
And the people
Arnold
who-
came there and looked at this gym because this is the gym that Arnold would like work out in.
Oh,
That
yeah.
old school gym is just a staple.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's a badass.
I mean,
like,
Those
gym.
people, it's all about the people who fill it, too.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Those
it's-
dudes,
that's mostly what it's about.
if you go in there, those dudes know what the fuck they're talking about. You go in there with a serious mindset. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to get bigger, they will fucking
I mean, they've
make
been
you
on all
bigger.
kinds of magazines. So shout out
Yeah.
Max Effort
Dude, I
Muscle,
remember-
old school gym.
I
Good
remember
dudes.
Muscle Farm, dude. Corey started
Oh yeah,
Muscle
they
Farm
came in
a
on the
long time
wrestling
ago.
team.
Dude.
They handed out all
And-
kinds of stuff.
And not
to us.
only
It was
that,
awesome.
but dude, they were like a big staple in the UFC.
Oh yeah,
man.
UFC. They
like-
were the center
Yeah.
of the ring. And
Yeah, I
Joe
remember
Rogan
that.
was pissed. Joe Rogan was pissed about that for years because he was trying to get his company
On it.
On it.
the center.
yeah.
Yeah, Muscle Farm was a huge thing back in the day.
It was what $170 million business.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it was stupid. I remember going to the Arnold. They had like the biggest fucking.
Oh yeah, they had
booth there,
the
dude.
two-story booth.
Yeah, dude, you could go there and meet all the football players and all the athletes and shit that were represented from Muscle Farm. Dude, it was dope. And
Dude.
then Corey's from Newark, dude.
I know
from
that's
Newark.
that's
Well,
wild.
he's from Steubenville, but
Yeah,
moved to Pataskala.
moved
Has
to-
been there pretty much. Well, not Pataskala, Granville, Pataskala area, and they've been around there ever since.
No, that shit's really cool, man. Because like around here, you don't really get a whole lot of those. You know.
I don't know if that's. What are you talking about? Like out BFE? Or are you talking in Columbus? Because there's a ton of studs. That
Not
come
in
from
Columbus. I'm talking about our specific town.
Yeah, there's not any really big players in Pataskala.
No. Corey's
usually.
been on fucking multiple lifting
No,
magazines
yeah.
and
I feel like there is some people
There's
that
a
we're
lot
not
of people
thinking of.
hidden that a lot
Yeah.
of people don't know about. Though.
Mm-hmm. There
Yeah,
is.
too.
I feel like.
yeah, Buster Douglas. Buster
Yeah,
Douglas
he
came
lives
from
in Johnstown.
Yeah, dude, he came from Kirkersville. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Are you shitting me?
Did he?
Yes,
I
dude.
lived in Kirkersville.
Fucking knocked out
You could
Mike
literally-
Tyson.
Kirkersville, you literally could throw a rock from one end to the other.
You know
Like,
what's
that's how
wild?
little
I actually have
Kirkersville
a
is.
story to tell about that.
Go 35 through there too.
One
and
time,
you get
no.
pulled
yeah,
over.
yeah, you will get pulled over.
There was a cop that actually pulled somebody over for going 26 and a 25.
I've gotten it done to me.
26 and a 25.
I was coming. I went over to Madison's.
I would deny the fucking ticket and be like, meet me. In
Okay,
court, brother.
listen to this. It was a scrimmage football practice. Leaving, I was like, coach was like, you guys got a couple hours and then be back. So I'm like, well, I'm not going home. Like I was like, I hit up my chick. I was like, hey, do you mind if I just come over and chill at your place? It was way closer to my house, and not way closer, but I'd rather hang out with her than just
Did
go.
I remember
go
your
chill.
SUV with that fucking thing in the front?
That was my brother's,
Oh,
but
was it?
that's because
Dude, I
I moved
remember
out
you
of my
driving
house at
that.
18 and I needed a car. And shout out the boy, he hooked me up with this
Dude, I would see that in the
ginormous
parking lot. I'm like, what
hillbilly
the fuck is
this?
this?
monster
Again?
truck, huh?
What you driving? in?
Tahoe.
That's
It was a
what-
Tahoe
this
lifted,
big old
I do
pointy
remember
6-inch
that.
lift, 35s with the fucking stinger out the front,
Oh,
like
dude.
just
I
mowing
do
shit
remember
down.
this. That's funny.
Dude, but yeah, so that's a whole nother story. But wait, what were we getting at? Damn.
I was gonna.
You were
tell
getting
my
at
story.
something in Kirksville. You were with
Oh.
your ex.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
getting
speeding
pulled over
thing.
for a 26.
So
Yeah,
I'm going back to the freaking thing. We're getting ready to get on the buses to go scrimmage someone, and
probably Bexley.
so, yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. But so we get back. I'm literally going 37, guys. 37. It's a 35. Whoop. Get pulled over. I have to look at these people. I'm like, listen, I ain't got my license on me. I am probably 17 at this point. Just got my license. And if you get pulled over or get anything happen before you actually get your actual license or whatever, or turn 18, you get it taken away, which very shitty. It was a guy and a girl. He looks at me and he's like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "Going back to school. Football team's getting ready to leave. Jump on buses to go scrimmage someone." He's like, "Football guy. I played football back in the day, blah, blah, blah." We get into a football store. I was like, "Bet." This lady's like ripping me apart right now. I was like, "Dude, I don't have my shit. Like, it's in my locker at the football thing." And he was like, "Just get out of here." I was like, "Yeah!" And the girl she was low-key pissed, but she was training, and he was like the guy that I guess trained everyone, and he was like, "Dude, just get out of here. Just make sure you have your shit on."
She was ready to get you by the book.
Oh, dude, she was gonna throw the book at me, dude. Yeah, but shout out that guy. Yeah, but
I was at a Columbus Blue Jackets game with Nathan Miller.
Oh, okay. Nathan.
But he works for at the time he worked. Well, he
Nissan?
still works for Germain, but he worked for Germain.
It was a different
just
dealership.
Germain. Anyway,
It
but they have
was a different dealership though.
They have Nissan. I think he went from Nissan. Now he works at.
They have so many dealerships.
At Hyundai.
Oh, yeah.
Germain Hyundai off of Georgesville Road or something. Anyway, he hits me up and he's like, "Hey, I got tickets to the Blue Jackets game through my work. Do you want to go with me?
Oh, that'd
We
be
can
lit.
bring Nick."
So lit.
But even better, he goes, "What's dope is they gave me Lexus Lounge tickets, which is like where the fucking boosters stay, where the sponsors stay, like big names who love the fucking Blue Jackets go there, right?"
Was it a good game?
Yeah. And he goes,
get some BFE stickers.
It's been a
He
long
was
time
like-
since we had some good games.
he was like, "Yeah, we suck," but he was like, "Look, these are like, most of these people are probably like rich and they have it together.
Connected.
They're not like us. You know what I mean? Like, just fucking
Know that.
Yeah, like be on your
Yeah.
best behavior. My boss might even be in here. And I'm like, dude, come on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool. I know how to. I know.
Well,
how to,
he just had to
No, I
say that
get it,
because
and
it's
I
the right
told him
thing to
that
do.
too,
Be like,
yeah.
"Hey, yeah."
But anyway, we go in there and like you get fucking food for free. They have chefs down
Oh,
there and
yeah.
shit. It was nuts. But anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm like getting my food and all that
Of course,
shit.
dude. This dude's probably loading up too.
Oh, yeah.
He's
dude.
probably supposed to
bring-
nibble
Dude, they
on
have
shit.
like prime
This dude's
rib and
like,
shit.
He's bringing the lunch-
dude, just like
No.
pile on.
He's
No,
bringing
dude,
the whole
Nick-
lunchroom on a lunch trip.
I couldn't
No,
imagine.
dude,
Nick,
it's like-
actually, Nick probably was.
It's like
more into the game.
it's like they're literally just cooking it and throwing it out there, dude. Like it's like
Mhm.
people
Oh,
are
yeah.
eating like crazy, whatever. But I'm sitting there in line. I'm getting my food, and there's this giant African American man next to me, and I was like, "Holy fuck, this dude's enormous!"
Yeah.
And I just kind of kept.
You're that
like,
dude that's like, "Did you play football?"
No, no. I just kind of kept like getting my food, and like I kept looking at him, like because he looked familiar. I
Yeah.
was like, "This dude looks so familiar." And I like sit down and I'm eating and I'm thinking about it because
Who
I
was
know it's like something with sports. I'm like eating and I'm looking and I'm like, "Holy shit, that's fucking Buster Douglas." I
Oh,
couldn't believe
really?
it, dude. It was wild. I was like, "Holy shit!" I didn't say anything to him. I didn't want to interrupt his evening and shit because you tell he's with
Yeah.
his family. But it was really cool. It was like, "Holy shit, that's
Yeah.
the guy who fucking knocked out Mike Tyson."
Mm-hmm.
Like, no shit. And honestly, that speaks to like the captivating like energy that Mike Tyson brings to a fucking boxing match. Like Buster Douglas, love Buster Douglas, hometown represent all that shit. He knocked out Mike Tyson and then didn't do a fucking thing after that. But he
mean,
will
yeah, you hit the
always
top, and
he will
it's-
always be known as the fucking guy who knocked out Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
When Mike Tyson was in his prime. That's how fucking good Mike Tyson was though.
Speaking of Mike Tyson, like Joe Rogan, shout out the king of podcasts.
out.
Yeah,
wild.
he designed his table because of Mike Tyson. Did you
Yeah.
know that?
I remember watching
So
that clip.
he said it's as wide as it is because they were gonna narrow it when they moved or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, "Nah, keep it wide." Because one time I sat down next to Mike Tyson, I was just like, "Man, this dude wanted to. He could just
Knock
an
you the
animal."
fuck out.
Well, it's
wasn't
just
even-
he just.
It wasn't
I don't know
even
if it's
just
a face
that,
tat
no,
or
you know
what it is. It's just
No,
that's
you know what it
fucking
was?
Mike Tyson. That's like the baddest
you
dude
know-
to ever walk
Distance
the
to
earth.
keep the
You know what he said it
intimidation
was? He said the
What?
first time he had him on, because he's had him on there twice.
Yeah.
He said the first time he had him on, he was like, He was just like an old
Nice
man.
Mike. Yeah, he was
He
nice
was like
Mike.
eating mushrooms, whatever.
Yeah.
And
The second time
but
he
the
had him, he
second
was
time on him
competing.
That's a different Mike.
was him in training camp.
Yeah.
When he was training to fight. What the fuck, Roy Jones
Yeah.
Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like he
That's
just
a
has that.
different Mike.
Yeah, bro, dude.
Well, think about it. You're losing all this weight to get down to your weight class.
Mhm.
You're trying,
Bro, fuck all that.
all,
It's fucking Mike
oh yeah.
Tyson, dog. Okay, we're
But
talking
when you're
about
in
a
fight
man.
prep, that's a totally different thing.
Well, yeah, of course. Especially, I think people don't understand or comprehend the type of psychology that somebody like Mike Tyson like holds. It's
Especially
like,
to get ready for an opponent,
he's
you
a
got to think
fucking
about.
unhinged man. Like that is an unhinged person. Which
Didn't he
is
own Lions?
yeah, dude. Like
No,
he was,
Tigers.
Tigers.
Yeah.
Tigers. Dude, he was
Yeah.
out of his fucking mind, dude. That dude. Yeah, now I have a lot of respect for Mike Tyson. Honestly, he's like one of my favorite athletes
I think you better.
of all time.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Have a little respect for Mike Tyson. I think everyone should.
That's
That's
true.
like when you walk into a bar and you just see a jack dude. You're like, I'm gonna put a little more respect on that guy's name.
Fuck that.
Okay, moving on. So I don't know if we got. Let's talk about content.
Yeah, Kyle.
Yeah, we
tell
talk
the
about
people
because
what you
we
do
haven't really
exactly.
jumped into you. Like,
No,
this
it's
is your
a
podcast.
it's a
like,
long short story, so that's where it like takes a while to get into. But
Yeah.
just to jump to it, I'm a photographer /
Yeah.
videographer. I do pretty much everything, but I do a lot of producing podcasts. So
really?
Yeah.
Name some of the people you worked with.
So some of the people I've worked with, obviously Corey Gregory, Dustin Myers. Currently, we're working with Boom Heron from OSU.
The new podcast.
The podcast, The Boomcast.
Yeah.
Your best Ohio State podcast to listen to about the old days. I would say
Yeah.
just the old days because we're getting into current stuff with Cardale Jones. We just actually partnered up with him. He's a part of the podcast now.
Yeah, I ran into him once. I was getting my custom Glock done. If you guys are into guns and stuff like that, let me know. I the guy that we just had on, Tyler, one of my best
That's what we
friends.
should do. We should go
He
shooting.
Yeah, we should. That'd be cool. I like to get a couple custom guns done, and I was picking mine up like some Call of Duty shit, like back in the
I've
day.
seen
Like,
it. It's pretty sweet.
yeah, it's nasty, but coming out, guy pulls in a brand new TRX or not TRX, a Raptor, like decked out and shit, jumps out, and I'm like, that's fucking Cardale Jones right there.
That's pretty.
I didn't want to be like that fan, but I was like, hey, loved watching you play. Kept him moving.
Yeah.
Like, I think I dapped him up or something like that, and then we just kept him moving. Like, because a lot, like, and again, this is only for me listening to a ton of podcasts and stuff like that. A lot of guys like that or famous or this, that, or the other. The coolest way you could approach them is
No,
like
just
a
calm and
normal
collected. Calm
fucking
and
person. Be
collected.
like,
I've
hey,
always
man,
done
loved
that. They
watching you play some sports.
They
Kept it
respect that
moving.
more than anything.
Yeah,
Versus
like-
oh, just being a fanboy. Yeah, they get a lot of those, but the respectable ones, those are far.
Yeah, I've always like I mean like I haven't met like a shit ton of like notorious people in my life, but I've met like Greg Oden and stuff like that. Archie Griffin. But yeah, I kind of prided on myself like in those situations. I've always thought the same thing. Like I feel like everybody asks this motherfucker for a picture. But if you just sit there and have a conversation with them even like, hey, you know, whatever.
I don't think I'd ask for a picture.
No, fuck
No,
that,
you want to
dude.
ask them the
Maybe
question
if
that
you were a
nobody
kid.
thinks about asking.
Like if you were a kid,
Yeah, because it's like I'll just be like, dude, yeah, I met fucking this dude. Like,
know what's cool
no
as
one
fuck?
wants to see you like, hey, what's up?
I went to Fifth Third Bank off of Taylor Road over by Walmart,
Yeah,
and I can't even remember what I was in there for. I think I was in there
right,
with Nick.
condoms.
No,
Right,
Fifth
condoms.
Third Bank. You're an idiot.
Who knows? Maybe for
Fifth
you.
Third Bank.
But
Yeah, bro.
anyway, I'm sitting there and I like, fucking motherfucker. You guys might not know who this is, but he was the starting middle linebacker for Ohio State when they played
James Laurinaitis.
Arkansas.
Oh my God, that's my
in the-
favorite.
in the
Laurinaitis is a
Razorback.
fucking dog.
Yeah, goat.
Thank God
But
he
no, it was
literally why I
Brian. It
chose
was
my
Brian
football number.
Roll. He played for the
Okay.
fucking Eagles
Yeah.
and stuff. It was really cool. And I was like, and I had to ask him because I couldn't really tell. It had been a while. He'd been out of college for a while, but yeah, dude. I was like, hey man, you played for Ohio State, right? He was like, yeah. He was like, you want to see something cool? And I was like, yeah. And he fucking let me hold his Sugar Bowl ring. He still
That's
has it
fucking
on him,
sick.
dude. It was sweet, dude. That motherfucker was like
A
that
rock,
big, dude.
dude.
huge.
So All Tales, you guys know the place?
Yeah.
I just last week golfed with the owner. That's why I'm wearing the shirt. Golf content coming soon.
Logan sucks.
I was actually I did.
We gotta
pretty
hit
well.
the range in Granville sometime.
You play?
No, but I'm down to play.
Well-
I have some clubs in my closet just waiting.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
maybe we can get you out. Like I said, the golf content's coming soon. Maybe you can come out for one of those episodes or
Get
something
you,
like
snag
that.
You some
That'd be
picks.
cool. But no. So we went out there, and his putter. This dude's putter has a Ohio State like one
Logo?
of their Super Bowl rings, or not Super Bowl, but
national title.
I don't know if it's a title. It could have been like Rose Bowl. It's like something like that, but it's in the actual fucking putter.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty fucking cool.
What's his
but-
name, buddy?
Yeah, Buddy.
Yeah.
Brendan Buddy. Owners of All Tails. Shout out All Tails. If you guys need something to drop your pets off, shampoo, cut, any of that, daycare, a great place. Shout out Brendan Buddy.
I've heard they're good people.
Yeah. All right. So talk to me a little bit of photography, because I'm not gonna lie. Some of these pictures you'll see popping up in the background. We actually did our own little BFE gear photo shoot. That a little bit. Well, that's a bachelor trip, bachelor trip, right here.
There's me.
Dan the man. We got me. Like the poses were definitely
That
unique.
picture's on
Trying
my
to get
Tinder.
used
Let's
to.
go.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. We got Chels. We got me holding the chicken.
Dude, that chicken almost died.
But yeah, we could just got like certain like things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
We
this is
didn't
a
almost
really
kill
good
the
one.
chicken. Let me
No,
say
yeah,
that.
the chicken was
a
not
dog
harmed.
almost killed. The
But okay, so
there's me.
the photography and stuff like that. I'm starting to really like it. Like I'm just
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. Like
Dude,
I'll
I've always
pull
liked
over. Well, I'll pull over in the truck, try and get some B-roll, or trying to get some like shots of that. Like it's cool. And the only reason I bring up the truck and stuff like that too, because your car, like you're into that kind of
yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, do you go to a lot of car shows? Do you
no,
go to a
no.
lot
So
of truck
that's
shows
the
and
thing.
stuff?
Like, oh, you're into cars and all that stuff. This, and that. I'm like, I don't even go to any car meets.
You should.
But I'm getting
You
out.
go, to
I'm
that, you go to that one in Tennessee,
yeah.
don't
So
you?
in Tennessee, that's the only one I go to because I.
Where's
do
that at?
like
Pigeon Forge?
It is in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Gatlinburg.
Oh, that'd be
Slammed
cool.
enough Gatlinburg.
Oh, so there's not trucks and stuff that go down there?
I mean, there
'Cause
is trucks. No, it's not just
I
just
thought-
slammed cars. There's trucks that go down there.
There's one that Ty told me about, because I had the Ty Tryon.
Oh,
I
okay.
had the privilege of partying with him in Nashville with his sister for her bachelorette party, because I stood on her side and she's standing on my side in a couple weeks
Fucked up.
too. But
Your
it's
party.
She gonna
wild.
be wearing a
Money in
suit?
your wedding.
No, that'd be hilarious. I should make her. I'll be like, no, you have to wear a fucking suit.